Hi guys, I'm back with a new video of Rome Total War 2. So I've been playing it for a day and a half, and the game itself is fun, but it needs a lot of polish in a lot of areas. Like there's screen tearing on my ATI graphics card, especially like I was getting screen tearing during an intro. I think it's might be related to the low FPS. You can see a bit of screen tearing while I'm going here as well. There's also graphic loading, but there's screen tearing. Another big problem is the frame rate is all over the place, but generally I have a lot of settings quite low. If I go into options and graphics and advanced, you'll see that I have quite a few things set to low. But it defaulted everything on ultra high by default, but it obviously is not capable. My machine obviously can't run it. I think it's partially to do that I got a second monitor, but most of it I think is the game is not optimized very well to run. Maybe if I set everything to lowest it'll run better, but from what I heard from some other YouTubers, it seems like some people are experiencing horrible graphical problems and frame rates. It looks like slideshow for some. For me at times it is. That's why I stay away from combat. The loading is really horrible on this game. I mean, the loading screen into battle is about a minute long. Naval ones are longer for some reason as well. And the time between turns is anything between 1 and 4 minutes, depending on your vision. Now, I've been playing quite a lot, so I have a lot of vision. I have a lot of trade agreements. That means I can see a lot of enemy provinces. You can see on the map, I have a lot of map vision. So all this vision is causing me to have even slower end turns, because I have set to view enemy turns. But I need that in case they attack me. But if I turn it off, I won't see when they're attacking me, but if I leave it on, then I see all the useless moves, like what's going on here. So the game is taking forever, and that's why I haven't been doing a proper recording of playing. Well, there's two reasons. That's one of them, because the turns are just making it ridiculous, and I'd have to do a bunch of editing or starting and stopping recording between turns. And the other reason is I'm still learning the game. So I'm a bit broken looking at my money, since I'm just conquering and making money. That's all I'm doing in this game. It is fun. I'm playing as Sparta. So if I look at the map, I started with a single Sparta province. Then I conquered and started rapidly expanding. Once I reached this size, I had to slow down, because converting culture takes time. And then I'm on my second expansion, so I went all the way and expanded it into there. You can expand quite a bit. Usually every 3-4 turns you can grab a new province, assuming you don't have to deal with people's unhappiness. The city building is really changed and improved. I'm actually enjoying the way cities work, but still trying to work out what's the optimal way of doing it, since there's a lot to do with city building. Certain areas will profit from certain types of buildings more, and certain areas you have to focus for your militaristic. Like here I focus for my military. Yes, this wasn't my core before. Now I sort of left this place alone. Also, your agents have changed quite a bit. So I can't remember how they were in Rome 1, but in Shogun 2, you had the diplomat, you had the priest, and then you had the assassin, I think, and you had something else. Yeah, you had the assassin, you had you had monk or priest, you had geisha thing. So it's quite different because obviously in a completely different place. Naval combat, I haven't done much of it, so I can't comment too much on it. I've done like few test fights, but nothing major. Due to the loading times, I just tend to auto-resolve pretty everything, which seems to work very nicely. Let's see, maybe I can auto-resolve a fight here, if they're not out of range.
At your command.
Actually,
At once.
quite out of range from me.
We hunger for battle.
I wonder, should I go there and attack them? I might as well.
None will escape.
So you get into this fight, and you can do manual fight, which would take ages. So my solution is auto-resolve. Now this tells you how much losses you do, because of this new feature which tells you what sort of way you auto-resolve it. So there's aggressive, balanced, and protective. And as I'm playing Sparta, my units by default are very defensive, so they have hard time being aggressive. That's why I'd have more losses if I was aggressive than if I was balanced or defensive. And then normally that's just how I sort my fight. Finish and claim a province.
Is that all?
All the new
At your
ranks,
command.
like I like how they summarize. So you got your, this is a new thing, traditions. So your army gets its traditions, and then you get your sort of traits from households. This is completely new from Shogun. So you get all these households which give you traits. Well, not traits, but sort of bonuses. Who's within your household? Then there's traits. This is, I think, also new. And then there's skills. And I think I'm gonna pick the skill actually. So there's skills and there's skill trees, and you can sort of have a look at them. If I go into here and say click on the general. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong menu. There's somewhere where you can have a look at it. The full encyclopedia, like in the previous games, really helps you if you want to figure out the details. Sorry, had slight interruption. Someone rang a door. Okay, so what was I on about? Oh yeah, the skill tree. So they're very different. Will take a while to pick up what to do, and it's really depending on your general. Another big difference in the game is like you can't just get an army. You have to have a general with it. Like in Shogun, one of your troops would be promoted to like sort of semi-general, and he would lead the forces, but you could recruit like proper generals. So he'd be like a general within a fight, and if he dies, you lose. Yeah, yes, that happens in defensive fights, but in offensive ones, you have to sort of pick a general, and you have a limit. So as you progress and you become bigger, you get like increase your limits. So I'm not entirely sure how you make this go up. Is it a province related, or is it main like mission related that this goes up, or army? But once it goes up to the next stage, like it went past through here, then it goes to the next one, you basically increase the number of armies you can have. So for each army you need a general, and you need admirals for all your fleets. And also your spies, champions, and I can't read that. Sorry, I have to skip on it. And also, how many edicts you can do. And this is also has your family, where you can assassinate people, promote them, and there's people outside your family We can create marriage, spread rumors. Now, I'm not entirely sure how exactly this all works. It has like a percentage, and I think if others go over the royal family, you might be in trouble. Now, the whole map is sort of divided into provinces and regions. So province would be this, and it consists of 4 cities, which each has a region. To be able to do the edicts, you need to control all of them, and then in a you can choose which edict you want to use in a province. At the moment, I'm allowed in two provinces do it, but once I get bigger and more noticed, I'll be able to do more. I think that sort of covers most game mechanics. Trading is very similar to of Shogun 2, except you can't send a trade ship into certain nodes, where then you get free resources. Here, resources are completely based on the provinces. Certain provinces will have resources. So if I go into this map, I can see there's marble here, olive oil here, wine here, but not every single province has them. Certain provinces don't have them. Certain like sometimes you get all regions within a province without any resource, like over here. There's the single resource, and it's a 4-region province, so huge. The interface is nicely designed. It's made a lot more minimalistic and hiding a lot of things, but it does its job well. I think that I covered pretty much everything. So the game is good, but it needs patching before a lot of people will consider playable. Like, I just talked to my cousin who said that he dropped his settings to minimum and his frame rate was still awful. So yeah, this game, maybe wait a bit, and once it's fixed, it's worth playing it. So that's it.